Hi, everybody. Um, Welcome to session 3 of Public Works. It's an inspectors campaign, and yeah, we're just going to hop into it and get off to another fun week of supernatural shenanigans. I'm Katie. I'm playing Dahlia. We both go by she/her pronouns. What about you, Sophie?
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm she, her, and I'm playing Fran, and she's also she, her, but no last name still.
We haven't unlocked that part of the backstory yet.
No, no, no. That's DLC.
Matthias, what about you?
I am a DSCM, as is Life, who I'm playing.
Elle, what about you?
Hi, I'm Elle. I use these her pronouns, and I play Victory Vic Delaney. He uses co-host pronouns.
And last but not least, our moderator, Jim. Muted.
Happy Monday, civil servants. I am Jim, and I have no idea how microphones work. I also use he/him pronouns, and I am playing every other possible creature in this strange game. I was just trying to hunt down briefly the character thingies that we had put together, and there it is. Okay, good. I'm so glad there was a link to that. All right, I've got it in front of me now. Yay! Okay. So when we last saw our team, they had just taken care of a number of strange large wax entities that had been over at the crayon factory outside of town. That was a complaint by Mr. Stahl, Old Man Stahl. For some reason, in my mind, I switched his name to Dahl during that session, and then back to Stahl. So I'm going to write the word down now, the last name, Old Man Stahl.
And that's our next mystery, the changing name.
We're going to solve the Mandela effect.
He got married in the middle of that session and changed his name.
Exactly.
And then got divorced by the end of it.
That marriage, it was never going to work out.
Yeah, never. Nope. You know, you get crazy ideas, and these things happen. David Stahl, that's the man's name. Okay. So, let's see. As I recall, what you did last time is you got a little bit more funding for a tiny bit more funding for either gym equipment or something to boost physical ability, and something to boost your basically your buying power, so a slightly bigger account. You can, if you wish, tell me if there have any improvements or any other things happened around the office in the time since we've last seen you.
Yeah, I have something.
Sure.
I think there are reflecting strips on the floor that lead you down between like all the other boxes where actually like people sit and have like their desks, because the basement is much too large, and right, it's used for storage for all other kinds of departments. So I think we got hold of some like you have in planes, reflective strips on the floor, so you can see where you need to go and where people actually sit, and not get lost between those. What are they? Do we have like actual files and rows of those, or are they like?
Yeah, I think we have like tons of file cabinets full of files, whether they're used or not, but I think they're definitely there.
Yeah.
Also, they might not be relevant. We probably have a bunch of like old records that never got moved into new offices. So sometimes somebody will come down being like, I'm looking for like a birth record for my great grandmother. And we're like, well, here are all of our file cabinets. Good luck.
Excellent.
I was also gonna say, after the little thing with the crayons, Dahlia went through and made sure there were no crayons by that brand, no kind of pencils or safety scissors, no supplies by that brand in the office. She replaced everything.
Thank you. Vic comes back from vacation and the whole place is just cleared out.
There's not only are there no crayons in sight anyway, but that brand's name is just wiped from that office. Dahlia's just like, not having this bad juju here. No. This is bad.
Good to be on the safe side there. That's important.
She also saw how, like, Vic was completely having, like, bad near PTSD flashbacks about it. She was helping out Vic. She was like, nope, we're going to take care of this.
I think we're all a little traumatized after that last one, though, really.
A little bit.
Oh, gosh.
It's fair. These things happen. So, at one point, we're going to say during, it's a number of days. It's like like a week or two later. There haven't been a lot of things that you've had to do in the meantime. There have been, have been a few minor cases that just sort of turned out to be just people's neighbors being loud, that sort of thing. So nothing really too meaty. But there is a point when once again it's getting on. It's I'll say it's late afternoon. And so you at one point someone in the office will hear one of the intercoms go off. And it will sound like this. It will basically be
Dahlia just like looks up. I think she's reading like a People magazine that's 3 years old, like 3 years too old. So like the gossip in it isn't, like hot at all. And she's just like, did anyone hear that?
Mm-hmm. We should probably go upstairs.
Is that what it said? Go upstairs?
I don't know, but usually when that intercom goes off, it means that somebody wants to talk to somebody.
We should probably also get that fixed eventually.
Yeah, we should also maybe go and see who it is, but also take equipment just in case, because that sounded kind of not normal. A bit paranormal.
Oh, okay. Dahlia is going to like jump over to the. I would imagine it's probably on Vic's desk, and just push the button to like turn it off. And when I say button, she's pushing every button. She's trying to turn it. She doesn't know which one to push. She's just like, go off.
Eventually, the sound stops.
It's either a dying cat or a screaming child.
What if it's a screaming, dying cat child?
It's possible. I mean, anything's possible after the other week. Yeah.
I think Vic's right. We should probably go.
Yeah. Okay. Off we go then.
Yeah, Dahlia's going to leave her magazine at her desk and go up with everyone else.
All right. So, you're able to figure that the intercom. So we didn't really talk much about what the outer office looks like up there. I assume there's like a circulation desk at City Hall. And when you get up there, one of the people back there, and we will say her name is Alexandra. Will just sort of wave to you, and she sort of looks up. She says, "No, Ned wanted to. Oh yes, Ned wanted to see you folks. I think."
That was Ned.
To be fair, makes sense. Checks out.
Okay then.
So,
So I think this is when you're upstairs, right? When the intercom chimes up again, and it's live. So who is it? Apparently, this way is very clear.
hello.
Yes, live from the Public Works here. Who am I talking to?
That's it. Oh yes, right. Yes, good. Good. No, don't. No. Yeah. Could you come to my office, please, life?
Sure. Just me or everybody?
Anybody. It's
Anybody.
Oh, crap. No, yeah, please.
Yeah. Good.
So, who is when those of you who are upstairs eventually get to Ned's office, you see his door is closed.
Yeah, Dahlia's standing behind Vic, just watching Vic take control of the situation.
Yeah.
And like a split second before you knock, you hear, "Come in."
Okay, let's head in.
Jim, this is a very important question. Has he replaced the ant picture with another picture?
Oh.
Yes, but the first thing you're gonna. So actually, I assume that's the first thing you're looking for.
Oh, that's what Dahlia is looking for.
When the door opens, you're gonna first see that there is another picture there, and it appears to be a picture of an anthill.
Okay.
It actually looks about the same coloration, so it might be the same anthill the original picture was taken from. Hard to say. But looking down at Ned is sort of behind his desk, sort of moving around a bit, trying to control something, and you look further down, and you see that his desk is swarming with kittens. All manner of different colors.
All of a sudden, you just
Right, and you see his sort of, it's like he's trying to organize them by color at this point, a little bit on the desk. Like, right, yeah. No, you go there. Okay, good, yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah,
I think this counts as workplace harassment. I am highly allergic.
are you? What, too? He says he'll hold a kitten in his hand.
Oh gosh.
What do you think, Ned? I'm not allergic to you.
He looks down at the kitten. He looks back up at you. Right. Okay. Yes. We should probably do something about this then. I'll see where we can put them all.
Live pulls out a dust mask.
Coming off the sort of side.
Dahlia, will this help?
Does anyone have a box or something?
She's just
We have loads of boxes downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you have a second, I'd appreciate it if you could perhaps bring one of them up, because
Sure, boss.
I'm going to need
Live
5 boxes.
Life goes right.
Are these kittens from the animal shelter?
Well, these are from the ranch. Mr. Stahl was very grateful And kind of, I told him this was paid for by his taxes, but he was very insistent. And it seemed as though that it would be necessary and helpful to him to maintain, what did he say, the flow of the patterns of the cats if we took some off of his hands. So they're here. And I haven't figured out yet quite how to file them, but we're working on it.
Dahlia has put the mask that Life gave her on, and I think she looks over at Fran in this moment is like, is he saying that weird old man tried to pay us in cats?
I think so. That's what I gather. Shouldn't we get those cats to like a shelter or some kind of charity?
I don't think cats have monetary value.
Yeah.
We could do that, I suppose. He did insist that there was some sort of ritualistic thing about giving them to us, so I don't know if that was important, but I'm not sure. We could easily do that. I think, though, you go here. I think that it's just really a question of, oh, good, they're settling down a bit. Okay, that's good. That's all right. Yeah, no, that's my pencil sharpener. No, we don't want to do that. Okay. But no, yeah, basically, yeah, this is probably not going to be. I'm trying to get things done, and they're only helping moderately, so I think it's probably a good idea to find a better position for them than they currently occupy on my desk. In any case, that I think is not why I called you up here. Here, he says, rather than one pulling it back. No, this one seems to like, yeah, no, okay, calm down, it's okay. Yeah, all right, good. Okay, I think they're all calm right this second. So, yeah, no, they've Jocasta Blaine has made a complaint about the graveyard. Some of you probably know Jocasta. She works at the movie theater, like across the street from where the graveyard starts, the main city graveyard. And she is said that they're gonna have some kind of a thing over there in a bit, and she wants to make sure it's okay. Says that there are okay, good. That there are she's been hearing people out there or something that aren't supposed to be there after hours. I know, and so that's a problem.
This is when Life returns, shouldering a one of those big, high aluminum file cabinets with 5 compartments.
Wait, how are you carrying that?
Because I'm Live Erickson.
He works out.
This is why we have 2 dice in gym.
Because I'm Life Erickson is the best excuse for anything in the world.
I know, right? He says,
Also, it's empty because it's for the kittens, of course.
Are we filing the cats?
oh, thank goodness. That should be perfect. Perfect. If you could just put that down. It's like they're stacked on top of each. It's a stackable thing, right?
Yeah, you have 5 compartments you can pull out.
Oh, excellent. Put them right over there. They're right over there. This will be perfect. Perfect. Okay. Good. And he just opens the top drawer and he starts putting the gray ones in there.
How many are there, like, in total?
There are. You're thinking they're about like.
To count.
Yeah, you do a quick count, and you think there might be about like 20.
Oh my god. Okay.
For some reason, I thought there were only 5 in total,
Yeah,
and I was like,
same.
"Wait, what? Or was there 5 and it's slowly been building up?" Cats are slowly appearing.
How old are these cats?
They're very young. Their eyes are open, but they're like they're still kittens very much.
Do you have food for these cats? Because they probably need to eat.
And they can't eat
They're-
Cheetos, Ned. They can't eat things out of the vending machine.
No, they gotta have
I've got some
cat food
produce
or
for them,
and-
right?
can't eat out of the vending machine.
they cannot eat
Very
out of the
quietly
vending.
reaches behind him and takes a bag of pretzels and puts it down in another drawer.
No, do they have teeth yet? Do they have their the teeth that they use to chew stuff?
He picks one up and sort of looks at it. Yes.
Okay.
And the cat just sort of is looking at him like this. And he's
Um,
down and he resumes putting them into the drawers. He says, "This will be perfect for right now, and then we can figure out kind of how to make sure this will be good though. This will be good."
I'll get Alexandra to connect you with the animal shelter.
Okay.
They need
That's
proper
good.
care.
I mean, it's always good to have such connections. I still need to evaluate how they perform once filed, but yes, absolutely, that will be good. And he sort of is putting them in there and says, "But yeah, there is a he gave me a tub of something," and he sort of looks over and something to the desk and was like, "Yes, this is cat food. I think. Yes. So there is. They will. Yes, that'll be fine. But and as he's still putting the cats away as he's talking about this. So but the hey yeah. So the last so we heard from Jagasta. She's kind of concerned because her club is going to be apparently meeting over at the graveyard in a couple of nights, and they are apparently there's some situations where they've been hearing something animal-like out there, I think. And so that she says that's going to be a problem, but it's like a territorial thing. I'm not exactly sure. But no one's supposed to be in there at night. In any case. Aside from Jacasta's club, she's got permission.
Are you sure it's not just some rowdy teenagers acting up?
I did ask about that, and she has assured me that she can tell the difference.
Okay. Oh, okay.
What kind of disturbances are we talking about here?
Well, apparently it's she said that the some of the graves are getting clawed up.
Clawed
Yeah.
up
Yeah, just a bit. Apparently claw marks are showing up on some of the graves, and that's also not good. In Life, you may want to take a look at some of those just to see what we might want to make a recommendation about what we might want to do about them.
Yeah.
But
Those are some old graves there.
yeah.
Gravestones.
I'm really concerned about the word claw.
Well, it kind of depends. Is it ghost claws or lycanthrope claws or
Ghosts have claws?
Yeah, how can you tell the difference?
It's kind of hard to say. They keep changing. All I know is it's not chupacabra season yet, so I mean it's probably not that.
Good.
But,
Yeah.
So it's hard to say.
We'll have to investigate.
Do we really have to?
It's our job. It's what we get paid for.
I haven't got a
Dahlia-
paycheck yet.
They are damaging gravestones. This is a grave matter.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it, Matthias. I swear to
See
God.
Ned just sort of nodding slowly and seriously. Yes, yes, it is. And the graves do, in fact, matter a great deal. Because there are issues, well, sometimes we have, dealing with the spirit population, having to worry about that. If those get out of whack, then we're going to have some real problems. It's really mostly about dealing with, them in case there's like a secondary thing. But apparently this isn't normal vandalism.
Well, if it has anything to do with ghosts, then yeah, not really normal. Well,
It would surprise me if it were vandals.
Yeah, I mean, most of the spirits around there are usually not. They're okay. The ones that hang out are usually okay, from what I understand. I'm told, but that's it's this is probably something else.
Yeah, and they lived quite a while ago in Middle to Eastern Central Europe, right? So probably not vandals.
No. That was that would be a different era, if nothing else. I would think.
It's quite a far way for a vandal ghost to get here.
Yeah, it's.
But yeah.
But it's big, yeah. That
well, I guess we should probably get our gear ready for ghosts, vandals, or werewolves. Just cover all our bases.
Indeed.
And I mean, if you need to, like, if you want to talk to the client first and then find out and get more, you can do that if need be. She can't, or she didn't. Rather, I should say, she didn't come in when she called, but I can give you her number if you wanted to chat with her first or whatever.
Does it only happen at nighttime, these noises and vandalisms?
She's only observed it at nighttime.
Okay, and it is now daytime, I assume, if we're out at the office?
Oh, it's fine. You're doing your job. That's not a problem.
So it's daytime?
It is daytime
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It will, in the fullness of time, I expect, become nighttime.
Okay. I'm just checking, like, we have to wait.
But
Well, we can
we
spend the
check
day.
just in case. And he looks up at the anthill. Yes, it'll be. Yes, we'll have night again tonight. Tonight? Yes, tonight. Yes.
What's the phase of the moon going to be?
Oh, that's. I think that we are waxing right now.
Okay.
He actually
you
goes.
do
He
that
has a
last-
lunar calendar on his wall that he goes back and he checks.
Wow.
He's like, yes, we are just tipping into waxing right now.
Waxing crescent or waxing gibbous?
Looks like we are. Yeah, that looks like a gibbous. Yep.
Okay, so that's getting close to a full moon.
Yep.
So
Yep.
werewolves may be an option, but they'd be slightly out of sync.
Yeah, they would. That's true. Usually they. Well, I mean, they're usually, they've got people that will usually send. Some of them, the lycanthrope community occasionally will send some, some heads up in case they've got folks kind of out of phase, as it were. But no, that's we've not heard any reports from them. But then again, they it's kind of a casual reporting thing. Not everyone files the appropriate paperwork.
I would like to know more about this casual lycanthrope community we have in town, but first we should probably go talk to Jocasta.
Oh, they have a really good bar.
Oh, well, do they like close-up performance magic?
I don't know.
Because I would imagine they would, because you can throw a ball for a dog but not really throw it, and it'll confuse them, and they love that kind of stuff. So I would just am I making assumptions about things? I do that a lot.
I mean, I'm sure that they have like a Tuesday night where they don't have anything going on.
I should probably try it then. Anyway, we should probably go talk to the client.
Yeah, let's do that. Get a starting point.
Cool. So he finally gets the last kitten into the box, and it's like, he actually finds it's weird as he picks it back up again. He looks at it strangely. He says, "Yeah, no, that's good. That's very strange. I don't want to put it down. Does that happen?"
What do you like? You don't want to put down the cat because it's too cute or something?
I guess.
Maybe don't file that one.
So
Yeah, maybe keep it.
Don't.
Take it home.
Don't file it.
Yeah, don't keep it at the office because allergies. But
It's like
I mean,
it's
when it's old enough and you get them spayed or neutered, of course,
Yes.
you could take them home.
He experimentally sort of sits it on his desk precisely between the two pieces of the sort of little desk toy things that he's got on there, and he's and it immediately starts sort of walking around. And he's like, all right, I might give this a try. It seems to be. Oh, I see. He says, and he's now watching it very intensely. I think I'm beginning to. Yeah, okay. That's very interesting.
Do you
That's
like
telling
the
me-
cat? Is this...
I like the. I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's quite amusing. Yes. Also very informative. I'm beginning to see what people see in these things.
Informative how?
And it's just sort of walking in like a sort of a half circle on his desk, and sort of scratching at the blotter. No, I kind of need that. Yeah. Well, I'll think about. I'll take it under advisement. I'll see. He sort of puts it, and he eventually is looking around and he puts it inside a document basket that's up on one of his cabinets. That's not currently got anything.
Don't forget you've left that up there now.
Hmm?
Don't forget you've
Right.
left it.
Yes. Right. No. That no. They're pretty vocal. So I'm quite sure I won't forget that's there. I'm gonna write a note. He does that.
I'm kind of worried the cat's gonna like fall down or something.
Yeah. It's right now. It can't get out because it's like a little metal cage like thing
Oh,
almost.
okay.
The sort of the document basket. I don't know if you've seen those in offices with the sort of little metal.
Yeah.
9/11 things. Yeah, it's got it inside one of those. If he makes a post-it note and he sticks it on. Right. Okay. Thanks. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, I guess it's time to start your inspecting.
As they're walking out, Dahlia like looks over at Vic and says, "Can Ned talk to cats?"
Anybody can talk to cats, and life walks by. I'm packing out, so
I mean, you can talk to them, but I don't know if they understand what you're saying
He
or
was,
if you understand.
he was acting like he had a
Them.
very strong connection with that cat. Okay. Let's
Let's just
Gonna
move on.
table this for right now.
Oh god. I'm just dreading coming back and there's gonna be like 40 cats or something.
Most definitely.
They're multiplying. Oh god.
Yeah, I think Dahlia just follows after the group so they can get ready to go talk to Jocasta and investigate.
Excellent.
Where to start?
So, do you want to grab gear ahead of time, or do you want to do that after you talk to Jocasta?
We should grab gear after we get information,
Yeah.
because then we'll know more about what to get. Because right now it's like we know that it's at night and there's claws.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
It's in town, so it shouldn't be too big a deal. Getting back and forth, you can get there pretty quickly.
Yeah,
So-
I agree. We should
We
go
can
talk
also
first.
split up. I'll get our van with our stuff loaded, and if you have if you encounter special information, just give me a call and I'll pack it in. And I'll meet you there.
Sounds reasonable.
All right. Then we'll go question Jocasta.
Team decides how to deal with the tech rolls in this situation. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's actually almost requisitioning, really, if you think about it. Okay, so as we go, so you head out to the movie theater, the town movie theater, which is again kind of a small affair. As if I recall correctly, if I'm remembering this right. And it's just sort of looks, it's a very sort of shabby looking building, like one of those old theaters, with the sort of the marquee, that sort of white marquee grill with the black lettering on it. As you head over, you don't see anyone in the box office. It just says, there's that sign up there that says, "For tickets, inquire within." In very actually elegant hand. It's a handwritten sign. It's a little hand painted sign.
Yeah, I think Dahlia is going to look over the box office first, though, and see what's playing, all that kind of stuff, if there's any information, and then she's going to walk inside with Vic and
looks like it's mostly indie stuff that they do at this theater. It's very much that vein of things.
And I think she's definitely letting Vic take the lead talking to people. Because while Dahlia can talk to people, it's mostly children. But yeah, she's going to go inside and just sort of peek around looking at the inside of this theater.
So you open the door. The door actually is one of those, it's kind of that you can't actually see, and it's like glass, but it's blackened glass. So you look inside, and it's kind of dim, very dim inside. There's some lights that show sort of there's little concession table, concession desk, and sort of a marquee behind it. And you just sort of look in. It looks they have this old-fashioned cash register at one end, and you're sort of looking around for a moment, and after a moment you hear, "Just a moment." And then from around the corner, you see Jocasta, whom I think perhaps one or two of you might know, but because she's been here for a very long time in the city. So if you've come to this theater, you've probably seen her before. She is, she looks like she's in her 20s, but this has been the case for quite a long time. She is wearing a black dress. It's almost like a funeral dress, but it's sort of made of that same sort of material as she comes in, with up to the arms, and she has black hair, very neatly pulled back. She looks very pale, and as she sort of comes out and looks at coming in, says, you want the ticket?
No, we're not actually here to see a movie. We're here from Public Works. You called about disturbance in the graveyard.
Oh yes, that's the problem. Yeah, it's Thank you for coming. There are things out there, and it's not something that we wish to deal with right now, if at all possible.
We heard reports about claw marks.
Yes, it was a few of the a number of the graves out towards the woods, where have been recently received clawed marks. It's I took a few pictures, and she actually she actually picks up this purse from behind the counter and opens it and reaches in and pulls out Polaroids, and will show them to you. You see that, you see that there are. You'll see that there are claw marks. Actually, I think we're probably slipping into the place where we can start making mission rolls. So I guess we could just set the die. Do you think we can make 10? 10. Is 10 too much? Should we go for? We had 8 last time, right? I think we'll try going for like 9. We'll just sort of split the difference and we'll see how we go. Who's looking at the pictures?
Dahlia asked for them, so she'd probably look at them.
Okay, please make an academics roll.
Sure. What are my academics? Okay, that's great. This is gonna be cool. Yup!
Oh,
Oh no!
All right.
oh
You
no.
Look at these pictures, and there is something terrible, absolutely terrible, that you behold as you're looking through these photographs. And before I go insane, do you have a suggestion?
I don't actually. I don't for this one.
So,
You do? Matthias does. I'm scared of that.
If you have an idea, call for a confessional and tell us. Please.
well, you can use a confessional on it, or if you want to.
I
just
don't. The thing is, I have no idea. I am completely blanking on
Otherwise,
this one.
I'm
Yeah.
going to throw something out.
Yeah, I don't have anything for this one.
Does one of the graves have your name on it?
Why would you say that?
Well, hang on. Before we even go into full confessional mode, Sophie, what was your idea?
Oh no, I just thought like if you grab the Polaroids and then maybe drop them and then that they did the thing that Polaroids do and kind of go a bit like black and I don't know.
Oh,
sometimes
okay.
it- drop them.
So I think that might come. I like the idea that as you look at this, the graves that are clawed have do say Dahlia Drake.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Thanks, Al. Thanks.
Look, I had a bad time last week with the crayons.
So I think you need to make a 1 die stress roll, please.
Oh my
Okay. Okay. Hold on. 1 die?
Mm-hmm. Okay, stressed. You're going to lose a die from an appropriate skill.
Because I can really continue to do this. I'm going to take it from my athletics.
Okay. So what is your reaction?
Yeah, I think that it comes from her athletics because I think that she goes like completely pale white and can't even hold on to the pictures anymore. So her hands sort of go numb and she just drops them and is just like, I know that I'm not the best reader in the world, but do you two see what that says? And she's not picking the picture up, she's just pointing down at the ground.
The photo that the photo you just dropped did do that thing where it kind of hits the ground and it kind of goes darker. So it's
So we're looking at it, we're like, Does it?
There's definitely words on this grave.
Yeah, I don't think it's your name. I think it's just, being a little bit paranoid, maybe. But...
Okay. I don't like this mission anymore.
Okay.
Have you heard any, what are the noises and the disturbances like?
It sounds like something, something watching us in the woods. It's breathing loudly, and it has sort of rasp to it, and I don't know. You can hear it. It's like I don't know. So it's the sound of like an animal, but it is not like a. It's not like a wolf, or not exactly like a wolf, or something dog-like.
Maybe it just wants to watch a movie.
There are rules to these kinds of things. We let human beings in,
Mm-hmm.
and we let those with whom we have some degree of agreement in. But here it is. They should come up and present themselves if they wish to. If they wish to do that.
Maybe we should, wait. Okay. We should investigate what they are, but, I mean, if you're willing to let them watch a movie, then I figure that this is just going to be an easy, it's just a big misunderstanding.
You don't have to let them in. You could do like an outside like scary movie night
In the graveyard.
You like a project it on the side of the building.
We've been thinking about doing one of those again, yes, but it is very important that we have access to the graveyard without being disturbed. In 2 nights hence, we are having a very important Elise club meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and we cannot afford to have interlopers.
And you've reserved the space with Public Works?
Yes, we have.
Okay. Now just got to make sure all the boxes are checked. We'll make sure that you have your space.
Contract dating back to the founding of this city. It is most certainly it's set aside for us. If you check, it will be there.
Okay.
Oh, I guess we better investigate.
Yeah.
Go back. Well, call Leaf and see if he's got all of our stuff, and meet him at the graveyard.
Yeah.
Do you have any vital information to pass on to me? What to bring?
I think Dahlia is like, well, do we have any silver bullets? Are those normal requisition? Do we have those?
So,
we like guns?
the way I'm going to work this is through the is that I understand that Leaf is the one physically obtaining the objects, but I'm still going to follow the idea that the person whose idea it is has to make the roll, because there is I think this is one of those things that happens through the magic of paperwork and requisitions and what they've overheard you saying you might need at some point in the past. So, Katie, if you want to make this is a non-mission tech roll, so you would need a 5 or better to get silver bullets.
Jocasta said that it's not a wolf-like creature, and we know that silver bullets are for werewolves, but they might still be useful. Who knows?
I don't know. So I just roll my tech skill.
Okay, so you just roll your tech skill, and we can ignore the results of the die if we so desire.
Ooh.
Okay. You have. So when Leaf comes across the box, he does find requisitioned a box of enchanted silver bullets.
Do we have the guns to fire the bullets?
That is an excellent question.
Because what good is a silver bullet? We're just gonna throw it at the wolf. What's gonna happen?
Yeet, bake it into a cake.
We will yeet it at the wolf.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think the I think the,
I'm going to buy firearms
Okay.
when I see them.
yeah, I think the department does. I mean, you can requisition guns through the department if you need them, but it depends on how you kind of want to do it. I think probably most of the department usually uses, like, I'm gonna guess 45s. So they're probably, I'm just gonna say they're 45 caliber silver bullets. So they can, yeah, as far as buying, I'm not gonna make. What is your well? What's your Leaf? What is your tech skill?
0.
0. Excellent.
I'd be calling around. Well, I have to call the animal shelter, anyways, right?
God. Yeah, yeah,
I
They have
suppose.
guns.
And they have guns, right?
they do. Oh my God. So, what we're gonna say, if Leaf is securing the guns for you, is that you're able to get some. You'll get okay. You'll have two. You'll be able to get 2 45s that are old and possibly may have problems with them.
That's
and
fine.
you'll get
Great.
2 tranquilizer guns.
Oh, wonderful. I can't wait to see which one of us shoots that into either our teammate or ourselves first.
You're getting them from animal control.
I also want a big super soaker.
You got it. You've got a super soaker.
Why?
Why not?
Okay, fair.
And
Holy
some-
water in it.
I assume
A water tank full of holy water.
I don't know if the
Italian thing?
vampires are going to be thrilled about that since they are having a meeting here in 2 days.
Oh god.
It'll evaporate by then.
Vineyards are already consecrated ground. They'll be fine.
Yeah. They should expect this
Yeah,
anyway.
sure. Why not? So, Matthias, you're going for a tank full of holy water. What you do, you find a tank of water, and it has holy water written on it in the side on a piece of tape.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna make doubly sure, and on my way, like when I take off, I'm gonna drive past the market and try to buy some holly berries, just to be like perfectly sure we're well equipped.
You're getting what now?
Holly berries.
Holly berries, yes.
What?
Right, that's how you make holy water, right? You
Oh,
press the
oh.
Berries
out-
from the from a holly tree.
Oh,
Yes.
life. Sweet boy.
Next thing you know, you put in Swiss cheese or something.
I'd say that's while not common. I'm sure there is you're able to find you'll be able to find at least well, let's see, probably find plastic ones more easily, but yeah, you can probably find some actual you know, there are some seasonal sort of things where they'll have some holly or something they say is holly.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like holly.
I mean, I'm willing to roll for this.
Well, yes, it's a tech roll. However, that's the thing. It's that
Oh, even like, is any acquiring a tech roll? That's fine. I'm
all
just,
acquisition of equipment is tech. Yes,
yeah, I can use dice from our sheet, right?
you can if you so desire. Yes, this is
I mean,
for the
we've-
holly.
Yeah, that's for the holly.
All right.
We've got a bank full, so I'm just gonna use 3 bank dice.
Okay, you're going to use 3 bank dice. Are you using any credit card dice?
No,
Okay, I'm going to consider. Okay, so it's going to be all 3 of the dice. Let me just make sure I got the table.
3
up.
of the dice. I think we have 5, right?
You have, yeah, you have 5. Yeah, you've got 5 right now. So you said you're using 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Good.
So it's a 5 on the result. So you actually do. You get some very quality berries of holly. Now let me see what the bank die results yield here. We had a 3, a 4, and a 5. Bankroll chart. So let's see. 3 is account withdrawal, no benefit or penalty, lose the die, no benefit or penalty, lose the die. 5, interest, return that die to the bank. Okay, yes, so you only used up 2 of your dice. So I will only take away 2 of them.
Nice.
Awesome.
Excellent.
That's probably like a armor window. Yeah.
I'd like to get some various snacks for different kinds of animals, like different kinds of pet treats.
Totally.
I love that.
You
Don't know what.
Batteries in case it's gremlins.
Yeah, you got your batteries. You've got like bird seed, like little like candy covered sunflower seeds. You know, your fish treats, whatever dogs like.
Just go and load up at the pet store. Pretty much grab all the different
Like,
things.
you know, maybe a frisbee. I don't know. It's got claws. Maybe it likes to chase things.
Yeah.
I can probably get a frisbee from the basement of Public Works.
Oh
Honestly.
yeah, there are definitely frisbees there.
Yeah. We've got frisbees branded with like Community Picnic 1996.
That was a fun one. Frisbees everywhere. Anyone else want anything?
No?
Okay.
Live, do you have like equipment for like doing grave rubbings? Because that seems like it might be useful since we're looking at graves.
Yeah, of course. Just someone stole all the crayons.
I didn't steal. I threw them away. Okay?
I don't think Life is aware of that cleaning situation.
Can we use like graphite? Do we have like graphite sticks?
Pencils, yeah. Pencils.
Yeah, those work too.
Yeah, you got some of those. Yeah, let's have shovels if you need them.
I threw them away for good reason.
Can I would please like my silver-plated laptop case, please. Thank you.
A silver-plated laptop case. Okay,
Yeah.
that I am going to ask you to make a attack roll on.
Damn. I have different plated cases for just like, I don't know, ninja starring my laptop.
So we're going to need a 5 for that.
Dang it. Okay. What am I rolling? Is it a skill roll? Yeah.
Okay.
Tech, yeah.
Yes, cool.
Okay, it's my tech roll. Hold on, let me just check how many tech dice I have. Oh, I think it's 3. Yeah, it's 3. Okay. Right.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
So you have. Okay, I'm gonna let you pick. Do you want something that is awesomely supernatural or awesomely technological?
Awesomely technological.
All right. So you have a this laptop case is actually a smart laptop case. It is also silver plated, but it gives you access to. It has kind of basically this app that gives you access to further kind of information on sort of. I guess hacking would be the wrong word to use here, but dealing with various supernatural entities. It's actually like was this sort of strange special order, almost pseudo-like goth occult type thing that was terribly expensive, and you happen to just snag on eBay for really cheap.
Nice.
At one point.
Okay, yeah, I like the sound of that. So what if I'm near something? It'll tell me what it is.
Yeah, if you're close enough to, and you get you just basically you get a shot of it. You can cycle through the basically you can cycle through the inspector's database, the National Inspector's
Right.
database, and get
Okay,
information on it possibly.
that's handy. Okay. And yeah, 2 franchise dice. Is that?
No, not for a tech roll, unfortunately.
Oh.
So, yeah, this is not for. Well, I mean, I say tech roll, not for an equipment roll. I should say.
Okay, right, cool. All right,
It's
there was.
just you have the thing. So yeah. Only during the investigation what do you get franchise dice. So yes, you've got all these things, and I presume you're going to meet up at the graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Do you wait until nightfall, or are you just going in before it's?
I think whoever I'm playing, Dahlia, would do like some reconnaissance during the day, and like she would want to check the graves and check the claws out, you know, firsthand, the claw marks firsthand, and also look and see if she can find the one with her name on it. She's a little freaked out.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of grab Life to do some grave rubbing, since this is his area of expertise, dealing with like restoration and stuff. Like you know, like how long ago claw marks were made and what could have made them.
Yes, let's have a look and like generally stake the place out.
Okay, so I see this as 2 separate activities. I'm gonna have Katie go first, and just make for me. This also is academics. Please make an academics roll.
Okay. What do cool points do?
Cool dice will let you ignore a number of stress dice when you roll them, or not when you roll. Sorry, when you make a stress roll, it'll let you ignore the lowest stress die. If you have, say, 1 cool, then you can ignore the lowest 1. If you have 2 cool, you can ignore the lowest cool. That kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
Also, they can be used to. You can use them to buy off your stress negatives. You can use them to augment your rolls also, but if you use them for either of those last 2 things, then they're gone.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to use my cool point to make this, instead of just rolling 1, I would roll 2, correct?
You can, you totally can. So you naturally only have an academics of 1.
Of 1, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you can burn that.
But that
to
just
have
means
them.
it's gone. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And then any stress that you're suffering from will be a thing. Okay, well, looks like that was a good investment because you got an amazing result. You're getting 2 franchise dice.
Give me them dices.
Oh, what do you find?
So I think that she definitely finds the marks up close, but I still, just to sort of mesh with what happened earlier, I don't think she recognizes what like creature they're from, but she definitely finds the marks well, like at least on 1 stone, well enough that she can point it out to Life and Vic to like maybe take rubbings of them, you know, or investigate that further. But I don't think she finds the tombstone with her name on it. So she's still a little freaked out that it was in that picture.
So, so Life, you're helping Vic, is that right?
Yeah, however you want to do it now.
Yeah, it sounded to be the way you described it, that's kind of what was going on. So the way this works is that Life will make a roll, and then you can give one of those dice from that roll to Vic to include in Kosa's results. And then Vic will roll, and they'll basically include their own dice and whatever 1 die you give Kosa's own dice, whatever dice you give Kosa. So Life will roll first, and these are all going to be academics rolls, basically. Okay, so do you want to give?
Oh, that was a stress. That's the stress
that was
table.
stress. Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, but I can use like I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Yeah, we can do that if you want. Let me pull up the chart here. But yeah, do you want to
5 is
give? Do you
good.
want to give? Now, keep in mind, you still have the result of the that you keep. Which one do you want to give Vic, the 4 or the 5?
I'm gonna give Vic the 5.
Okay. So that means you're going to have a 4, which is fair, which means you're gonna, as part of what you're doing, you're gonna get a mostly positive result of your action, but must include a negative or humorous effect. Let's resolve the whole thing first, though. So Vic, you're gonna have at least 1 5. Go ahead and make your academics roll.
Well, it's a good thing you gave me that.
Okay. So well done. So yes, your result is 5. So you that means that as well. You have the good. You gain a franchise die. So you can tell me what happens here. The good result for Vic. For life, it sort of comes out feeling fair.
What were you aiming for?
It's like, I guess just trying to figure out like what kind of thing made these claw marks, like how big they are and how deep the claw marks are. So we definitely like find some, and they aren't super deep. They're maybe like half an inch deep at the deepest. I don't know how long ago they were made, because that seems more like life's area of expertise. Vic can use a ruler.
Yeah, maybe we can find out like what kind of claws made these.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, for anything you're describing here, it's a fair result. So what do you think? What do you think you find?
Yeah, so I think we find that the marks aren't super deep, so probably not a creature with like huge claws or a particularly large creature. Definitely larger than like a Wolverine. So like a at least, good sized, but not gigantic, not like 7 feet tall or anything. Especially from like where the claw marks are. Like they'd
Yeah.
probably have trouble getting to it if it was 7 feet tall. And it doesn't look like they were aiming for anything specific on the grave. So they're not like trying to erase people's names or dates or anything.
Now it almost looks like they, whatever it was jumping from gravestone to gravestone. If we map these out, here, seems to be a span that creature might be able to leap.
Yeah.
And I think as we're like doing this, we're following this trail of jumps, right? And we're doing the rubbings, and it's definitely I think it does this like a spiraling thing in the grave, like it goes in deeper and deeper. And I think the humorous one is that at every grave, life also, like, because I was like assisting, right? Like I couldn't keep myself from continuing the rubbering beyond the claw marks.
Let's
And
get the
rubbed
rest
off-
of the grave.
Yeah, and so also help us identify who they're with. But because I was always assisting, I was standing behind the gravestones, leaning over, so I have them all upside down now.
Nice.
The audience who's watching this can definitely see that one of them says Dahlia's name.
Ah.
Oh,
Awesome.
creepy.
And as I recall, this was as fair as the way we described it in the first session. That this is a little bit. This is a sort of a big graveyard. It has like an old chapel somewhere, like in the middle of it, I think. And so that's kind of the layout of this one. And of course, you're near the edge of the woods. It's probably, I'm thinking, by this point, getting on toward, the sun is starting to set. So what are you folks doing?
I want to do an interstitial now.
Oh, you want to do a confessional?
Or a confessional, yeah.
Sure.
Oh boy.
I think this is because right, this is live. Katie, Sophie L. The thing we didn't know or didn't expect was, yes, indeed, something was jumping between the gravestones, but our real issue was what made it jump between the gravestones. So that was chasing it.
Oh, great. Okay, cool.
All right,
Nice.
awesome. So we
Nice.
got a chase coming.
I think Fran is gonna be kind of scanning around with her laptop, see if she can pick anything up or find out
Okay.
what kind of creature it is.
All right, so make a tech roll for me, please. As you're going and you're taking pictures with the laptop and trying to figure it out.
Yeah, taking pictures of the claw marks and any other
Yeah.
bits and bobs she can find. That's 3. Good.
Good. Awesome. So what good thing do you find out? You're gonna get a franchise back.
Ooh, I don't know. Do I maybe find some other kind of marks? So we've had claw marks and stuff. Maybe it left behind I don't know, a tip of a claw or a tooth or something. If it was maybe scrabbling over gravestones. I mean, in my head, I'm kind of imagining it's a gargoyle. I don't know why, just as a castle. And I'm kind of curious to look up and see if there's any statue-like things up there.
Yeah. It. So the inspector's database does come back with that it actually shows that the sort of some of the indentations, in addition to the claws, are more consistent with gargoyles. It does tell you a little bit about them. There are different kinds, and a lot of times they're things that is. Sometimes they're summoned creatures. Sometimes they're more often than not animated stone.
What chases a gargoyle, though?
Any known natural predator? Is the question.
I think Fran will call everyone over and be like, guys, I've got some info.
What, Fran? What is it?
This app I picked up on eBay says that it's a gargoyle.
What is a gargoyle?
You mean the stone things on the sides of buildings?
Yeah. These claw marks, and I found a bit of a tooth or something here as well. I don't actually know
So, something that eats stone, or something that feeds off of the energy that a sculptor put into it.
Or they're just out for a nightly run?
Yep, that could be. Yeah.
Simple zest for life.
Yeah, exactly. More things that we investigate should just be cause of a simple zest for life, honestly.
They just want to have fun.
It would make our job so much easier. Well, Jocasta did describe it as sort of animalish, and a gargoyle is sort of animalish looking.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see that data again?
Yeah, I just hand you the laptop. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my phone and call Ned.
Okay.
And hope he picks up. And it's just for me justifying to use library card dice here.
Okay. Well, we're still
Because
figuring.
I want to compare our etchings, all right, our rubbings that we made with the information in the database, like if that matches up or not.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. So, and you're calling Ned as I mean, you've got the.
I want to justify how I use the library dice here.
Oh, I see. I got you. So as far as, well, let's see what happens in this conversation. Perhaps that'll help me figure it out. So, here for a moment. Here. Just a second. Yeah, this is Gorley.
Excuse me. This is Leif Erickson. I wanted to talk to Ned.
No, this is Ned.
Oh, good, Ned.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't.
Ned Gorley.
Yeah, I wasn't aware you had a last name. I'm like
Well,
looking.
not everyone does. You know, it's good to.
Yeah, not everyone does. Well, Ned, I don't know if you can help me out, but we have some old books down in our department, and I need to cross-reference a couple of informations here that I've got on gargoyles.
Oh, right.
Specifically?
On gargoyles.
Yes.
Did we put a cathedral up recently?
Well,
Was that someone else?
not recently, no.
Are they
Not
refugees from the Notre Dame fire?
No. Okay. All right. So that tells me where to look then. Okay. We'll.
Wait a second. Was that you, a confession? Please.
Yeah.
Please, let's do that. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's like, well, we didn't know at the time that these weren't local gargoyles. These were invasive gargoyles from France.
Oh no.
So of course they're gonna throw the local ecosystem out of balance, which is why we usually don't see these, because the normal regular gargoyles don't get chased by whatever is chasing this thing, or they are, but they're used to it. But these gargoyles aren't from around here, so there's some kind of predator that they don't have in France.
That's right. Oh my god.
It makes sense. It all makes sense now.
No, they had to go. There was a fire. They had to go somewhere. Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. Love that.
Well, I feel like there was a role that Life wanted to make before the awesomeness happened.
It's a library.
Oh yes, that's right. You want to make an academics role as you're looking this stuff up.
Yes, I'm cross-referencing it with
Okay.
Ned
Yeah.
can find someone to run down and get those books and read them out loud to me.
Yeah, you're able to get that. Yeah, you're able to work that out. It is properly dark by the time you get this information, but so how many library dice you want to use?
2.
2? Okay. All right, you're using those. Go ahead and roll the academics. 6! Amazing! You're going to get 2 franchise dice. Tell me what happens.
Okay. Yes. Gargoyles indeed. Here, Fran. Can you hold this for a moment? Yes. That's the page exactly. Can you tell me the size of the foot? The claws. Oh wow, yeah. I think, and I point at the laptop and I talk to you. So, those are 2 different kinds of claw marks. Like, some of these are smaller that we've got here. The gargoyles check out. And, what, they have? What do you mean, the sets were all the clothes? What do you mean, French? Seem to be French gargoyles.
I think roughly around this time.
I also have another idea if I can add something.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Because suddenly I think something rushes through us, followed closely by something else.
So, no, that's fine. That works. So I do want to ask briefly where Dahlia is right now. Has been in all this before.
It's funny
before
you
this
should
happened?
say that. So realistically, I'm gonna regret this. Dahlia wants to have just wandered off a little bit, as one does, to try to get up on top of this little chapel near the gargoyles, and she wants to look for like any birds' nests that the gargoyles might be disturbing, or vice versa or something.
So you're in the process of doing that. You're sort of clambering up, and as I imagine it's got a peaked roof, and so as you're climbing up, you notice this. You notice a trail of smoke, not a lot of smoke, just a little wisp of smoke trailing up. And as you're coming up, and you realize, as you're sort of smelling also as you come up, that it's a cigarette. And as you come up over the rise, you see that there's this cigarette being held in this hand that is gray, entirely gray. This is coming down, and you then hear this sort of as this, and it's kind of dark, so it's kind of hard to see, but you then see this creature with wings just sort of turns around. As it sort of turns around, the smoke, the smoke puffing up, the sort of smoke coming up from the cigarette in its mouth. That now like sort of just it does that thing where it's like it's just sort of it looks at you. It's like ah! And
is it wearing a beret?
It is not wearing a beret.
It's needed to know that.
Not that you can see, but it tumbles backward off the other side of the chapel, and begins running through the graveyard, hopping from grave to grave, as everyone begins to hear this larger thing coming crashing behind it. First off, I would like I'd like Dahlia, to make a I think this will be a 2-die stress roll.
Okay.
You couldn't see it too well. Okay. Anoy, you no longer have a cool die, is that right?
Yeah, I don't have a cool die.
Okay, so yeah, Anoy, so you suffer a 1-die penalty to your next skill roll. So you're annoyed by this.
That checks out.
And so then, as Matthias just described, these things are starting to come crashing through. It's fairly dark, so unless you've got flashlights, but you haven't looked directly at them yet. What's everyone else? What's everyone doing?
I immediately start running after them.
Okay.
Yeah, how many are there?
Right now you see 2.
Okay.
A small one and a bigger one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll also run after them.
Okay. What is
Yeah,
Victor?
we should. So we've got 2 gargoyles, and the noise of something large crashing behind them.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
I am going to try to distract the large thing with the frisbee that I brought.
Oh my god.
Please.
Oh my
Make it.
god.
I don't know what roll this is.
It's athletics.
Oh boy, I'd like to use one of the gym dice because I only have 1 in that.
Right, go right ahead.
Okay, so let's skill roll 2 Okay. Mostly positive. So, I think that I do manage to distract this large creature with my frisbee. However, it is distracted because it grabbed it in its teeth, and now it just kind of swallows it whole. Now, I no longer have this vintage frisbee. And Vic is out of things to throw.
So, yes, this thing is caught it in its teeth, and it is now, you have now got its attention, so it is stalking toward you. You still can't quite make out entirely what it is, but I think it has glowing eyes. So that's probably a little disturbing, so I'll need you to make a 2-die stress roll, please.
Mm-hmm.
And in a moment, I will flash back to the people running after it.
Oh, great. Again?
Okay, complete and total nuclear meltdown.
This happens every week.
Vic is so cool until up in the face of danger.
Well, actually, wait. Did you have any cool dice or no?
No, I've never had a cool die.
Yep,
That's never been cool.
Losing 2 skill dice.
I've never been cool in my life.
Oh.
Oh, that's okay. I know what that feels like. So how do you react?
So I'm gonna lose my die in athletics, because I think I got freaked out. And I'm gonna lose a die in contact, because I'm too freaked out to talk to people good. And I think that Vic kind of screams and starts running after everybody else, like, it's back there. The thing is back there. We need to figure out. You have like.
Didn't Code just come from a vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Vic.
Vic is having a rough time.
Let me briefly then, I will flip over to Fran. Fran, what are you doing as you're chasing after?
I think Fran hears Vic screaming, and can she see like the glowing eyes at all, or?
Yeah, you think you just caught sight of something with probably glowing eyes. Yes, that's a little disturbing.
Okay, I'm gonna yeet my laptop at it.
All right.
Eat the laptop!
Yep,
Well, we're gonna call this a tech roll since you're throwing the laptop.
this is my signature move now, guys. Just throw the laptop at his face. Okay, so that's the 3 skill roll.
Thanks to planned obsolescence, Jim knows what yeet means.
Yep, looked it up.
It's amazing.
An amazing result. So you've almost solved this case. In fact, you're very close with it. So yes, what happens?
I kind of imagine the laptop almost boomerangs and like hits it like on its way back. So you can retrieve the laptop later, but I just imagine it falls with like a massive clunk, whatever it is.
It's like this thing just sort of knocks it in the head, and it's like,
Yeah. I think Fran's gonna turn to like whoever's around and say, I'm not going to investigate this time. Last time that happened, I killed a thing. So
we've got a little time. I think if we may, we're going to go for the full 10, if that works, as far as mission dice goes. But as you continue, so life, you've been sort of hopping after these couple of gargoyles that are still hopping around on these gravestones. What are you doing?
I have an idea how to solve this whole thing,
oh.
but I don't know if I want to catch the baby gargoyles.
In
At
what,
this point,
how would you like to capture them? To catch them?
Just grab
Grab
them
them.
with your big arms you work out with.
Athletics,
just
please.
life just coming up. This is why he goes to the gym.
I'm gonna use the gym die too that we've got there.
Okay, good. You
3,
gained
5.
a franchise die.
So not completely solved yet.
Almost there. We're not quite at 10. So.
Yeah. And I use this one here.
Cool.
Yeah. So,
Why did I do that?
I think I started running after them,
Mhm.
but we already know that their path is a spiral. So I cut them short and suddenly come out in front of them and grab both of them in my arm. Now I have like two.
So you got
With
these
their wings
gargoyles that are like that are in there like
Yeah.
Can
protesting in French.
Dahlia
actually-
seeing this, because she's been on top of the chapel and I think seeing all this chaos, she's like clambered down. Can she like come out behind Life and be like, don't worry, I got this, and with the tranquilizers we had gotten earlier, just stick both of the gargoyles in their little stone butts and knock them out? Because it won't
Okay,
hurt them.
this-
She doesn't. I think she gets this. Life's trying to help them. She doesn't want to hurt them either. But they're like fighting, so she wants to at least make it
Yeah.
easier.
Wow. Okay, I'm trying to decide whether this is going to be athletics or tech because you've got. I think
May I
I'm going to lean more.
may I suggest tech, Jim?
I'm hearing this voice suggesting.
I'm just putting it out there.
Because I think I will say the last time I had I asked people to issue rolls with guns or things like
Well, she's not. Yeah, she's not using the gun. I think she's taking like the syringe out of it or whatever. Yeah.
I'll let you use tech for
The
this.
difficulty is you need to find a spot where to apply it and not just have the syringe break off.
Yeah.
The stone.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Yeah. We still have credit card dice if you wanted to use those, but anyway, fair result. So mostly positive. What happens?
She's going to get one of them out, like knock one of them out.
Uh-huh.
But then as she goes to put the needle in the other one, I think it's like leg hits her and she ends up injecting herself.
Oh God.
And that's the humorous part of it. Also negative. Kills two birds with one stone. Yeah, I think all of you just hear Dahlia go, oh shit. And then she just hits the ground.
So Life has got this one that's struggling at least. Well, I think so one got knocked out. The other one you're trying to keep hold of. This actually, as you're trying to hold on to these supernatural creatures, this actually is quite stressful. So I'm actually going to call for a 3-die stress roll on that says you're trying to keep them under control.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've got one cool die.
Got one cool die, so that's actually a 4.
Oh,
Just a 4.
Jim, that should have been a 3, because remember I had to have a -1.
Oh, -1.
Or do I need to just re-roll with 1 die instead of 2?
I think that actually would have been a single die thing. Yeah.
Do you want me to re-roll it, or?
I mean, you got 2 4s.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2 4s, so I mean, it would have been a 4 anyway.
Okay,
So
cool.
I don't think it's going to be a big deal.
Cool.
Or we pay one from the credit card.
We could do that. Why don't we pull that one from the credit card since that one's in there?
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I'm being kept busy by this thing, right? It's not calming down while I've got the other one, and I kind of need to hold it kind of away from me because it's trying to bite me as well, right? So I've got it by the scruff of the neck, and it's like beating out and trying to bite me, and I'm like, okay, can someone go and see and talk to the mom, please? Get these under control.
So what are Vic and Fran doing?
Fran is not investigating the massive thing that she knocked down because I did that with the crayon and bad happened. So I will go help with the gargoyles. I'll go wrangle some gargoyles. Gargoyle
Right.
wrangling. It's a sport.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're really, you've only seen the 2. I think one of them. I don't think we said whether one of them's now asleep. The other one I think is currently still struggling in Life's embrace.
So I've got them handled.
Oh, you got them, okay.
Yeah, I'm calling you out to please go check on the big bad
But I don't
thing.
want to.
I think then I'm like, I'm
I'll
like,
approach it with caution.
well,
That laptop. Oh no, my laptop's over there. I don't know.
what did you kill? Did you kill their mom?
Is it their mom?
What else would it be?
I don't know. What else would it be? Oh, Vic, what are you doing?
I guess Vic is gonna try and deal with the big thing. We're gonna pick up some gravel from the ground, because if it's chasing gargoyles and it's not a gargoyle, then maybe it will be entranced by some other rocks. And if it is a gargoyle, they took most of a semester of French in college.
Yes, right.
Excellent.
Oh man, that's great.
So you're just sort of heading over and checking it out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Okay.
like this is an academics role.
Okay.
Now, remember, there's one more library card and 3 library die and 3 bank dice left if you need them.
Well, I have 2 in academics, so hopefully that's enough.
All right. It is.
Okay.
Good. So you
Franchise
get-
die!
There you go. So what happens when you do this?
Okay, so there is a large gargoyle. Let me get a Google Translate. Because I have never taken French in my life. So,
Je m'appelle Vic.
yeah, je m'appelle Vic.
It's just sort of lying there, just like in sort of it's an eye is sort of opens, and
J'essaie de vous dire, s'il vous plaît, laissez vous êtes une espèce invasive, which might mean I'm trying to help you. Please leave. You are an invasive species.
You learn that in one semester.
I don't know. They probably like looked up invasive species on Coast phone, but knows everything else.
It's amazing.
yeah, your accent is terrible.
No, I'm sorry. I took French like 5 years ago.
Why did your friend hit me?
Oh, we thought that you were dangerous. We know that you were just trying to grab your children. One of my friends has your 2 children. You're disturbing the local ecosystem.
We just needed somewhere to go.
Well, I've heard that they're almost done rebuilding. Like, enough that people can go inside, so it's probably okay for you to head back.
All right. Can we just stay the night? Would that be all right?
As long as you're gone by tomorrow night, yes.
Okay, we can do that. They should be able to fly again by then.
Okay.
Apologies. I
Did
didn't know it was claimed.
did you enjoy the frisbee?
Oh. Is that made of plastic?
Yeah.
Oh. It was all right. Plastic overseas is a little grainier. It's a little better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Merci.
Sorry, I just tried to think of what your welcome is in French, and the only thing that came to mind was de nada. So I think that's what Vic said.
Oh my goodness.
Close enough.
Yes.
And so, yes, the the things are resolved, and the gargoyle begins gathering its children and dealing with that. So we're going to go to our closing confessionals to say what happens in the aftermath of this whole thing. And we'll go around. I think we will. Let's go clockwise. So I'm going to start with Matthias. What is life's ending confessional today?
Well, those two were so cute. Did you see them? I wish we had some good gargoyles. I think I also don't think Ned will believe this. But he might finally understand. Because last I heard, he gave the kitty a name. Yeah, I think that's my confessional.
Excellent. And let's go around to Fran.
Well, we helped the gargoyles stay put another night until they could fly again. I mean, the church warden wasn't too impressed, but we'll repay them somehow. Probably in kittens, seeing as when we got back, Ned did have indeed more kittens. Mr. Starr must have felt really bad or something. And as a memorial, well, not a memorial, but a like memory type thing, I've decided to collect little bits from each of our adventures. So I've taken that little gargoyle tooth, and it's now sat on my desk. And yeah, that's probably the end of mine.
Awesome. We'll go around then to Dahlia. What do we see of Dahlia?
Literally all you see is Dahlia sitting there with like this plate of food and her mouth full, and she's going, "Did you know that gargoyles make an excellent coq au vin?" And that's all she says.
So much. All right. Finally, Vic.
Vic is sitting at a table with a pile of old French flashcards, trying to remember vocabulary, and just kind of looks up and says, I really hope that Ned is having a good time with, what did he name the cat? Camponatus pennsylvanicus? It's a kind of ant. I don't know what his thing is with ants.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, that is today's session of Inspectors. Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Is the last shot actually, because no one mentioned it again, the shot of Dahlia's grave? We zoom in ominously.
Ominously, we see Dahlia.
We're just not going to talk about it, Matthias.
That was actually ended up much more wholesome than I expected it to. That's
Oh,
nice.
okay, good.
Yeah, do we want to do our end of session thingies real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. That's true. That's so. Thank you for reminding me. So yes, you got 10 franchise dice that you can distribute to these four things, or we can set them aside.
Do we use them to recover lost
Oh,
dice?
that's probably going to be helpful if you do that first. Yes. So yeah, you can use them to recover lost. You can use them to recover lost dice, basically to buy off stress, and you can also use them to distribute through there. So how do you want to divvy those up?
I need to recover at least one of my athletics because I'm down to nothing.
I also need to recover at least an athletics because I'm down 1 athletics and 1 contact.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. So
You
how
guys
much
should
do you want to buy back?
I'll take just at least 1 for my athletics.
I'll take 1.
From my side, you two feel free to use them as much as you want.
Yeah, same.
I can
Dahlia and
definitely-
Vic go and work out together.
Yes,
And do
they
athletic
go to a Zumba class.
Oh my god! Yeah, we should both like regain all of our dice.
Okay,
you
yeah,
wanna-
I'll take another one then.
all
Yeah,
right.
I will also take another one, so I'll be
There you go. Yeah.
fully back.
Got 6 left from this mission and even 3 left from the previous mission, so you feel free to distribute those how you see fit.
Is anybody else down dice?
No, I don't think so. So we can put them wherever.
I'm cool with my tech at 0.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Next week's the finale. Let's have fun.
Okay,
Alright.
then.
Okay.
Should
There
we
you go.
put the 2 back in gym?
Yeah, I like to have at least 2 in everything, because then I don't know. It feels safe to have at least 2 in everything.
2 in gym, and basically another 1 to the credit card and 1 to the library card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. And what about the rest?
Make everything 3.
Hmm?
Yeah, we can make everything 3. Take one out of our pool and put it in. Yeah, we'll put those 2
Yeah.
other. We'll just make everything 3.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got 3 on your credit card, on your library card, and on your gym card. And you have 2 mission dice still set aside. Do you want to use those for anything?
Save
Use 2
them.
bank dice. If you want, we could put them in there. Or
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
might as well.
I mean, next week's our last session, so
Yeah. Yeah, I
back.
think just put them in the bank.
put them in the bank.
yeah.
Okay, then.
All right. They are in the bank. You got it.
Ooh,
There we
Nice.
have it.
awesome.
Your department has received more funding. Congratulations.
Yay, we're doing such a good job.
Costa pulled some strings.
We got an anonymous donation.
Yes. Yes.
Mm,
Your clubs,
And-
your club's very important to the town's economy, as it turns out.
But yeah, we can go around and say our outros, do our plugs, that kind of thing. This was great. I love this game. It's so good. It's hilarious. We can start with you, Jim.
Thank you so much. That was fun. I'm delighted you went to gargoyles. That is mightily amusing. Also, in that's another sort of it's a thing made of stone. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm seeing a pattern actually, and perhaps it will be resolved next week. We shall see. But in the meantime, I'm Jim Ryan. You can find me at OtherDoc on both Twitch and Twitter. My website is jimyesthatjim.com, where there are links to my various projects, audio and otherwise, and various things that I write. And over on my Twitch channel on this week on Thursday, we're continuing our short campaign of Durance, which is about a prison colony in deep space. It's a story game. It's been very dramatic thus far. It's very cool. On Friday evening, I'm going to be over on Off the Table, playing in their Urban Shadows 1890s campaign, where I'm playing someone terribly devious, and it is an utter delight. Then this Saturday, over on my channel, Saturday evening, we are going to premiere, and I haven't really officially announced this yet. I said a tiny thing, but we're going to be premiering a campaign of Invisible Sun. And so we've got had our players lined up, and I'm very desperately trying to read through the books and make sure I've got at least some of it down. And we're gonna do our first session stuff Saturday night over there. So I'm gonna everyone keep your fingers crossed, as this one's gonna be a long form one. We're hoping for good things. On Sundays, I do one shots over there. We're gonna have a one shot of a comedy game called 3 Days Until Retirement, which is about cops on the edge. So that I think is going to be amusing. That's basically it. Then it comes back around to Monday, when next week we shall be here for Inspectres. I am having signups right now for a short campaign of Bad Streets. I've just opened up the signups to that. That is another cop-related thing, strangely enough. It's powered by the Apocalypse game. That's also a 70s cop show. So if there's any interest in that, you can go to my website again. That's jimyesthatjim.com. Click on game sign up, and those signups have just opened. They'll be open until the 26th, I believe. Thank you very much for having me. This is delightful.
Thank you for running this game. I love it a lot. Yeah. Everyone go over to Jim's website, check out his games. Don't be like me and join one and then literally be cursed to only playing one session of it. Literally cursed. Matthias, what about you?
Hi, you can find me at mthsblgr on Twitter. And next, actually on Wednesday, here again, where we are fortunate enough to get to play Quietus with the author of the game, which is right now on Kickstarter. And I think that'll be a special experience. And on Thursday on _on the table for our high noon group of Sangahona the Claiming, and Friday then for the midnight group. On Saturday, I'll see you again, Sophie, right, for Burning Wheel game on Analysis channel. And yeah, did I forget something?
It's always my
Probably
question.
always happens.
Don't think so.
But lots of things right now going on. You can catch all that on my Twitter.
Speaking of, Sophie.
Hi. Love this game. This is like my little fun escape where it is wholesome and it's fun. But yeah, you can find me at Sophie May. So yeah, Mondays I am here. Tuesdays it's Spider Book over on Capricorn Cross's channel. Doing Crisis Star currently. It's getting very exciting. Wednesdays and Thursdays will be a stream on my channel, so long as like I get the uni work done I need to get done. Fridays are my day off, and then Saturday, yeah, I'm on a Norris's channel with Burning Wheel with Matthias here. And yeah, then we're rolling back round to Monday, except yeah, finale week is next week, and then I am on holiday on Wednesday. Yeah, from Wednesday onwards. So yeah, that's where I am.
Yeah, we will be ending next week, so Sophie can be with us to end it properly. So before she goes out and gets her much well-needed rest. What about you, Elle?
Hi. You can find me on Twitter at OccasionalL. Non-binary TTRPG month is coming up in August. You can find stuff about that at non-binary TTRPGM on Twitter. You can buy the games that I've written at occasional.itch.io. I'm on various streams I retweet when I'm on.
Yeah, and you know where to find me. I'm Katie. We'll be back here tonight in a couple hours for Monster of the Week. Tomorrow we'll have Masks. Like Matthias said, Wednesday we'll be running a Summer of Spooks game, Quietist, with the author of the game. It's going to be very good. I'm very excited. And Thursday I'll be on Off the Table. Saturday you can find me over on Roll for Change, playing in a charity game for Women in Tabletop month. And yeah, I think that is about it. So we are going to hit the road. We will see you back next week for our finale. And I personally cannot wait. It's going to be a good time. We'll see you all later. Bye.